What kind of facial should I get done? What kind of skin treatments would you recommend? These are very common questions that I get from almost all my brides during their consultations. My simple advice usually is that if you don't have any specific skin concern, then please leave your skin alone. Don't do anything to it unless and until it requires something. If it's dry, you want to hydrate it. If it's oily, you want to control the oil. If it's acne prone, go to a dermat and find out why that acne is actually happening. So there's so many reasons for a particular skin condition or a skin concern, and trust me, facials are not the answer. If, for example, I'm counseling someone who still has 6 months till their wedding date, then I would tell them that please get a facial. Anything that you want to get done closer to your wedding date, get it done right now. So you've gotten it done, you know that that particular thing works for you or does not work for you. So either way, you do not want to experiment really close to your wedding time. Now, I've had brides who've started using retinols, a month or 2 months in advance, and they figured that that did not really work for them, but there was no time to control the damage. So I would specifically ask the brides to stay away from actives like retinols or vitamin C serums. These actives that may or may not work for a particular skin type, stay away from them, especially closer to the wedding. So if you want to do any sort of experiments, 6 months is a very good time. This is when you experiment and you want to do anything that you want. Of course, check with the dermat first and then, start using any of those things. Don't just see anything online, especially on reels, and start using a particular active. It may just backfire. I've had this with a lot of brides where they came in for their counseling session with me with clear skins, and when they came for the wedding, I see acne, I see dry patches, I see thousands of other problems, and I'm like, what happened? You're like, oh Naina, you did tell us not to get any sort of facials done, but I still went ahead. My chachi, my masi, or my taiji asked me, oh come on, every bride gets it done, why won't you? So I went in for a facial and this is what happened. So I do want to kind of warn you that it might not work for your skin. Again, this is only an advice for people who don't actually get anything done because they've never gotten it done, and then wedding is the time when they think that they want to get things done. But yes, people who are already used to getting their facials done or getting treatments and their skin is fine, it actually works. A lot of things work very well for different kind of skins, and if you already have an experience with them, then that is when you want to continue with that. So try not to experiment. Specifically, nothing to be done 3 to 4 days before your wedding date, because that is when brides actually go to a salon to get a facial done or something on those lines. And if something happens at that time, you get any acne or any of those things, and there's literally no time for any sort of measures that you might be able to take to fix these problems. So stick to your basic skincare routine. I hope this helps, and if you have any specific questions, let me know in the comments.